As a heat wave rolls through Southern California, it brings with it the start of the 2025 NCAA Division I men's soccer season, coming in the form of a matchup between the UC Irvine Anteaters and the Bruins of UCLA. Alex, great, fantastic derby tonight. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I can't wait for this one, Luke. It's great to be back here on campus. Great to see this classic Southern California rivalry take place tonight. I think it's going to be a thriller.
It's pedigree against punching above their weight. It's the Big Ten against the Big West. We'll be back with kickoff right after this. Really intriguing matchup, Alex, as we see UC Irvine prepping for this one. We'll see who they'll be starting tonight.
Yeah, you've got Joe O'Shaughnessy in goal. We've got a great unit, 6'7" goalkeeper from England. Can't wait to talk about him a little more on the broadcast. Travis Babineau. Nolan DiCenzo, your captain for the night. Gustavo Gonzalez, Honey Yu, Isaiah Gutierrez, Agaton Borchahidi, classic freshman. So fun to watch him grow through this program. Isaac Powell, Brady Trinan at your left back, Marcus Lee on the right wing, and Zach Smuck up top.
The officiating when you don't notice that they're there or a part of the story of the game as Gonzalez gets up in that 50-50 with Charles. Here's Powell. Showing great strength. Powell just ghosting past the Bruin defense and takes a left-footed snapshot to open up the Anteater account in this young 2025 season. Isaac Powell with the marauding run here, Alex Waldron. Anteaters 1, Bruins 0. Babineau sends this one in. Loose ball in the box, and it's going to be DiCenzo, who has an angle, and he slides, sneaks, slips this one past Wyatt Nelson as the newly anointed captain from the 818 gets on the score sheet. Nolan DiCenzo putting a huge punctuation mark on this fantastic performance, Alex.
By Brady Trinan there, and it's a bit of a feeling of surrender emanating from the Bruin offensive proceedings here as Nolan DiCenzo clears that one into the nondescript corporate cityscape of Irvine, glittering in the background as the Anteaters open up their 2025 season with a massively definitive 2-0 win against the Bruins. When we come back, we'll have highlights, analysis, and a lot more for you right after this quick break. Nolan DiCenzo pumps up the crowd after this extremely entertaining, engrossing, and fascinating matchup between the Anteaters and Bruins, which goes the way of the Eaters, something to the tune of a 2-0 win to kick off their 2025 campaign. Let's go through the highlights, Alex.
Yeah, chippy to start. A lot of fouls, a lot of back and forth that got these two teams on a knife's edge. Again, a SoCal rivalry, something that we expected tonight. And here was UCLA's best chance of the night. Just caught under his feet, top of the box, sliding challenge to keep the Eaters, which might have just been the difference.
And it was a complete performance from the Anteaters in the way of defensive grit, sleek offensive movement like you're seeing here in your picture, and eventually the guile to put one and then two past Wyatt Nelson. Here's the first one.
Isaac Powell, 18 yards out, just slicing off the outside of his left foot to beat Nelson near post. Nelson will be disappointed with a deflection. He had a great game tonight. Lots of talent there, but Nelson will move back to the chalkboard, and he was their biggest threat in the second half down that right wing. That was Nave, who was making himself a problem. But DiCenzo, out of the chaos, takes a touch wide, finds the angle, and puts his team up 2-0 for the all-important first win of the season.
And a really difficult angle here as he evades the lunging tackles of about 4 snapping Bruin defenders, and with the Giorgio Chiellini face mask with a huge moment akin to Che Capitano Chiellini that he would produce. But a 2-0 victory for UC Irvine to kick things off here in 2025 underlines all of the grit, quality, mettle, and most importantly, character that they showed through the 90 minutes, and that at times in the past season or so was lacking in some of these big games. It's a really fun one tonight. This is Luke Van Patten signing off for my co-commentator, former UC Irvine goalkeeper Alex Waldron. We're excited to bring to you all of the home games for the UC Irvine men's and women's teams this season. Looking forward to talking to all of you again soon. We'll be back next time. Take care.